Let's make 2021 a great year. Let's start planning a positive, engaging 2021. Hi, this is Vojko Michnia. Welcome to Crossroads Psychology. I'm a Beijing-based psychology teacher from Romania, also currently engaged in a postgraduate program at the Institute of Psychiatry, Psychology and Neuroscience at King's College, London. In this video, I am very excited to share with you my 10 great plans for 2021. And I hope this video will inspire you to also create for 2021 a plan that you will be happy to follow. And I hope that by the end of 2021, you would be happy with your decisions, with the decisions that you took now, today in January. So, what are my plans? What are the plans that I want to pursue in 2021? Well, I'll start with number one. I have been in China for almost 3 years, and I believe it is time for me to take the Chinese language exam, also called HSK 1, level 1. Now, I want to take this language exam as a reward for my effort, for the effort that I put into studying the language quite actively for the last at least 1 year. So I moved to China in 2018, and since then I've been listening to the language, getting involved in learning the language, and I think that I am ready to take the exam, to take the first level and hopefully pass with a good grade. It is very important to reward ourselves in 2021 for the effort that we put. So consider this as a plan for 2021. Decide on a small reward that you want to give to yourself for accomplishing something that you have been working on. For myself, it will be taking the exam. I know that's a bit weird to reward yourself with an exam, but it will give me the confidence of continuing my Chinese language studies, and it will also, push me to the next level. All right, so that is at number one. At number two, I want to make for myself a Chinese artist name. If you watched my previous video, you know that I really love calligraphy and Chinese art. And without any false modesty, many people, especially Chinese people, say that I'm pretty good at it. So I've been practicing now for a year, and I think it's time for me to get a Chinese name and carve this Chinese name onto a stamp and add my stamp after every piece of work that I do. So this is something very personal to me, and I think it will also, improve my Chinese calligraphy and art skills, because that knowing that I put my stamp on my work, it means that I give the approval to myself that this work is worthwhile. And this stamp is again like a reward for, engaging in an activity and deciding it is good enough, that it is worth, stamping it and labeling it for the future. So that was number two. As you notice, these plans for 2021 are very personal. And of course, you cannot copy my plans. But I believe that we could see a trend in these plans and try to follow this trend. And as you can see, the trend is to engage in activities that give you pleasure, that make you happy, that give you positive emotions. And also it is important to acknowledge our hard work and reward ourselves for it. At number 3, I took some notes here, so I am consulting my notes on the iPad. At number 3, I want to get involved in art therapy at local orphanages. Actually, I have already contacted an orphanage and I volunteered to do some art therapy using Chinese art concepts and Chinese calligraphy at an orphanage in Beijing, but unfortunately, again, the situation is not that safe to travel, so we postponed. But engaging in art therapy is something that I really want to do in 2021, and I want to reach out to institutions that would find useful having someone to, engage people in art therapy. This is an ongoing project and I'm still formulating my plan and my thoughts, but yes, this is a to-do in 2021. At number 4, I will continue exploring the theory and practicalities of mental health therapies. And this is one of the reasons why I started a second master degree at the Institute of Psychiatry, Psychology and Neuroscience at King's College London, the second best institute for psychiatry and psychology and neuroscience in the world. And I hope to gain knowledge, and I want to learn the theory, understand the theory, and implement it in my daily life so that I improve my own mental health, but I also become able to help others improve their mental health. So I will continue the exploration of the theories involved in the therapies, and also I will start applying these theories in real life. All right, that was at number 4. Again, this is, as you can see, some of these plans are rewards, some of them are clear goals, goal setting being done here right now. And it's important for you to do the same thing, to set your goals and to be very specific and very clear and very precise in your goals, so that you know clearly what your plan is for 2021 and then follow it. At number 5, I wish to disseminate what I learn about the psychology and neuroscience of mental health here on this YouTube channel and on my website at simondan.com, because I believe that disseminating information is very important, both for myself to clarify my thoughts, to solidify my thoughts and my understanding of the psychology of mental health and of the therapies and the theory involved in mental health. But at the same time, I hope that through these videos on this channel, I can share with you some tips, some practicalities that you and I can apply in our daily lives, so that we, make our lives better, make our lives more, ergonomic, so that we can survive whatever comes in 2021, both from a mental point of view, but I hope that I will also be able to encourage you to maintain a healthy emotional life, physical life, and even a healthy spiritual life. And I hope that through the dissemination of what I learn, of my research, of my understanding, I hope that we can create a community here on YouTube where we can help each other. We can feed off each other's interest, and we can create a community where if anyone needs extra help or needs a second opinion, we can engage with each other, me here through this message and through this video, and you in the comment section below. So I'm really looking forward to reading your comments and seeing what your plans are for 2021. What are your struggles? What are the things that, us here as a community, we could help you with? At number 6, we have made a very clear and definite decision, me and my wife as a family. We will not be traveling abroad. We will stay in China, and if it will be safe to travel out of Beijing, we will travel out of Beijing. But next year, 2021, this year, 2021, will not be a traveling year for us. Usually we travel almost every year up to 2 months a year. But this time around, we will stay put and, focus more on our mini world here in Beijing. And that is why it's very important for us, because we don't have this chance to travel and meet new people and meet our family back home, see them face to face. It is important to maintain our sanity here. And I believe we can do that with our engagement in positive activities and things that we love, but also in our attempt to understand ourselves better. All right, at number 7, I will continue to practice and I will continue to consolidate my practice and my understanding of Chinese calligraphy, of Chinese art and Chinese music. I practice Chinese calligraphy. I practice Chinese ink wash painting, which is done with these very soft brushes. And I have also started the guqin, the Chinese quintessential traditional instrument. And that gives me a lot of inner peace, apart from the pleasure of engaging in these passions and activities. It also gives me an immense inner peace, which is very important, because this inner peace then also translates into better mental health and also, explodes outward and makes me a happy individual that people want to be around. And number 8, I want to learn Chinese chess. So this is a new skill that I want to learn in 2021. And I hope that you are also thinking of trying something new, and doesn't have to be something very complicated, such as learning a new game. I also want to try playing mahjong. I think it's a very good hobby, a very good pastime. Maybe you engage with a neighbor or with a friend or with your spouse or with your partner. So learning a new skill, and if it's also a skill that encourages social interaction, then it's even better. And now with the advent of online courses, you can literally find a course about anything, and most are very inexpensive, or some are even free. So I'm looking forward to learning Chinese chess, hopefully from someone here in China from work or a neighbor or a colleague. And I'm looking forward in engaging in this, mental activity. Okay, at number 9, and this is something that I've already started working on, but I want to conceptualize my personal ideas and thoughts with regards to psychology, mental health, Chinese culture, the quintessence of Chinese culture. What is Chinese culture today in the modern age? How can psychology be applied to daily life? How can we maintain our mental health? I want to consolidate my thoughts and my ideas so that I better understand all these things, and I'm also better at explaining them, at vocalizing them. Right now, they are very internal, with the exception of the theories in psychology and the methods and the approaches which I teach on a daily basis, I'm also very interested in the application, in the therapies, in the ways we can improve and maintain our mental health. So I'm working on the concept, I'm working on organizing my thoughts, but I do know this will be my hardest plan. This will be the hardest plan to implement because it's a long-term plan, and it is very important for me to have it down on paper, to vocalize it, to make it public, so that now I am held accountable for what I have planned to do. And that's why I encourage you to write down in the comment section below, what are your plans, what are your goals? And once you have written them down, now you have broadcasted them to our small community here, and now you can be held accountable for. So maybe this will give us more passion, more accountability, more energy to pursue these projects that we want to pursue. And at number 10, I want to be a bit more serious with my little online business. I have a niche affiliate website, and I want to allocate a specific time every week to work on this website. The potential is immense. We have seen 2020 exploding so many online businesses, and I believe that if we have the time, we can learn how to run a website, how to run a small business online, and it's not that expensive to start. And it can also be like, a backup plan in case things don't go well. Well, there is still like a backup plan, another way for me to create an income if that is needed. For me, this niche online website that I have, it's more like a project, not like a project, like an experiment. I want to see and understand how online businesses work, and I've been doing it for a year now, and I could see great potential, and I see some profits coming in. So I want to dedicate more time for this project. As you can see, my plans for 2021 span across different levels of interaction and engagement. There are personal projects, there are hobbies I'm interested in, there is development on a professional level, there is development on a personal level, there is development on a financial level. What I have not mentioned, which is important if it's not already in your day-to-day routine, is maintaining your physical health. But this is not a plan for me in 2021, because this is like something that I do on a daily basis, and it's not even a question to think of. It is something that has to be done. So I hope that in 2021 you will focus on your emotional health, your mental health, your spiritual being, your physical health, and that you prepare for the unexpected, the unknown. We have seen that in 2020 the world turned upside down, and it took us by surprise, and being able to adapt fast enough was very important to lead a successful 2020. And I think that if now in January we make a plan for 2021 and we stick to this plan and we become accountable for it, then I believe we will all have a great year, and we will be able to finish off 2021 on a good note. I know there's 12 more months to go, but it is important to think ahead and to think in terms of positivity and can do, and have the energy and the willingness to make 2021 a better year. Alright, so please do let me know in the comment section below what are your plans for 2021. And if you're interested in the application of psychology in real life and how we can guard and improve our mental health, consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. Until next time, this is Vojko Michnia signing off from Beijing. Bye.